Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. My name is Alex Cooper. Let me introduce myself if you haven't been one of my previous classes. I teach the computer classes for the Columbia County Library in Evans, Georgia, the Harlem Library, and also the Uchi Creek, now Grovetown Library as well. I have a little bit of sun from the window on my shoulder, which is kind of funny. So glad that you're joining us today. And of course, we're not doing any on ground classes right now. We're just at home staying safe. So we're doing our classes virtually. So very glad that you're here joining me today. And our class today is Internet Shopping and Digital Couponing, which is the perfect time for this class. Maybe you've taken the class in the past or anything, but now's the perfect time in November because we're going to talk a lot about Black Friday and, of course, Cyber Monday and everything. So lots of great deals. We're going to talk about finding great deals online. Let's talk about some coupons and stuff as well. And also, now all the Black Friday papers should be out. So we'll talk about that and apps and stuff too. So you're in the right place at the right time. So welcome, welcome. Welcome to class. As everybody's kind of coming into the classroom and stuff, I'll go ahead and talk about some of our other classes that we have coming up. But of course, I'll always want to start off with, please feel free to post any questions that you have into the chat. Happy to help in any way that I can. And it may have a little bit of delay, but to realize I will get to your question. Just want to tell you about some of the other upcoming classes that we have. So tomorrow we're actually going to be doing a scratch. Let's make a turkey feather catch game. Kind of doing our STEM coding, fun coding for Thanksgiving. Let's make a turkey feather catch game. And then tomorrow afternoon we'll be doing a holiday gadget and gift ideas. So I kind of recommend taking this class and then of course taking that class. So we'll give you some ways that you can actually find good deals online today, free shipping, apps, all kinds of great stuff. Talk about Black Friday. And then that class will talk about making purchases, buying a new computer, all kinds of fun stuff that's out there right now. Give you some good gift ideas and some good websites that have a list of really great ideas as well. Next week, we're only going to have two days of classes. On the 24th, we're going to be doing eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Internet Buying and Selling. A great place, says to look for a gift for Christmas or the holidays. Buy somebody something. And then on the 25th, we're going to be doing a back-to-back of our Let's Make a Turkey Feather Catch game, and then Let's Draw and Animate a Turkey. We did that class earlier today for the first time, and it's very silly and very fun. And I don't know, it's a lot of smiles on my face. And of course, 26th is Thanksgiving, so we'll be off the 26th and for the rest of the month. Okay. All right. So, and then we'll look forward to seeing you in December. Just a little bit of a side note, if you are looking for free ebooks and free audiobooks and you have your library card, all you need to do is download the new Libby app. If you've been using RB Digital in the past, realize we've moved to Libby. Download that, and it's asked what your library is. Don't say Columbia County, Harlem, or Grovetown. Say Greater Clarksville Regional Library System, and then choose Georgia download destination and enter your library card, and you'll be good to go. Downloaded a new audiobook yesterday of short stories, and I'm actually very excited about it too. On a side note, our library is open with limited services and hours. Curbside holds pickup is available. You can go to gchrl.org for details or call the library with questions Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates. Right now, we're having a subscribe drive. So if we can get 100 subscribers to our YouTube channel, we'll be able to get our own customized YouTube address, or search YouTube for GCHRL videos and it will pop right up. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start talking about our topic. like I said, feel free to ask any questions that you have. I'll move a little bit. The light will actually start moving this way, which is kind of fun. But I think it's okay. I don't have to jump out and close the blind right now. But anyway, it's a nice sunny day outside, so it's nice looking outside and seeing the sun. So we're going to talk about internet shopping and digital couponing. I'm going to go ahead and post our handout into the chat. And is there anybody who has any questions before we get started? All right, so I'm posting the handout into the chat. That's the handout I'm going to be following. So any questions? All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to zoom in on our handout. Kind of what I recommend is basically I'm going to be popping back and forth. And you might, what you want to do is actually have me in a video if you're going to follow along with some of our searches, some of the websites that we go to too. So you may actually want to have me like on a separate device, like on a cell phone or something, and then have your main computer in front of you so you can kind of follow along as well. Okay. All right, so I'm going to disappear so I'm not blocking anything. So we're going to talk about internet shopping and digital couponing. Let's talk about what we're going to cover. We're going to cover shopping, online safety to begin with. We're going to talk about knowing your rights when shopping online. We'll talk about some scams, things to look out for. We'll also talk about browser tabs, product search, and company and comparative sites. We'll talk about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Excuse me. And of course, those are the big things right after Thanksgiving that's going to happen. Trying to find really good deals, and then we're actually going to pull some up because the good part about it is now's the time. We will do this class throughout the year and kind of let everybody know, but then we can't really talk about some of our sales papers. But now I believe all the stores have already released theirs, so we'll get to pull up a site that that has all the new sales papers in there so you can kind of make decisions. A lot of the sales are actually online as well. Okay. So if you're just thinking about doing online sales, then those have come out as well instead of just in-store sales too. The year before last, I actually went to a Black Friday at our local Best Buy. And one of the things was to keep it from being less crowded was everybody kind of lined up and was given a number. And only a certain amount of people were allowed in the store at a time. And I assume that probably we'll be doing something similar because of COVID and everything. I can imagine them keeping people 6 feet apart, only letting so many people in the store at a time, and that's probably how they'll, mitigate people, trying to be safe and everything. So I'm just kind of guessing because that's the way they've done those in the past, so they weren't crowded. Well, you just do something similar, just keep people social distanced. Okay, so we have our apps we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about our online stores. We'll talk about gift ideas, okay, coupon sites, the daily deal sites, and also retailer apps, okay. So let's talk about shopping online safely, okay. So a big one is before we make a big purchase online, okay, is your computer ready, okay. The big thing is you want to make sure that your browser is up to date, your Windows is up to date, and make sure that you do have an antivirus program installed. Now, remember Windows 10 Those actually come with the window antivirus program, but you also want to make sure that yours is up to date. So if you have something like Norton or McAfee and it's still coming on and saying, hey, your subscription is out of date, need to make sure that you're up to date and everything, well, then need to go ahead and let it either subscribe to it or need to uninstall it and allow the Windows 10 software the Windows Defender software to come in and take care of it instead, okay, which is free with Windows. One of the things is also when you're making a purchase, you want to make sure that the address bar has a nice padlock on it. Some of the things we'll do today, you'll see a padlock, and even if we're not logged into the site, good ideas for we type in our username or password at a site, or if we're going to create a username and password, that it does have the padlock on it, just so that you know that it's secure between you and the website there. Also, it tells you if they're a little more of a legitimate website too. Big things to do, big recommendation is to use a real credit card when you're making a purchase online, not a debit card, because the money that comes out of your account can be you can dispute the fraudulent charges later, but it could be some out of the pocket immediately because, as you know, debit cards withdraw money directly from your checking account, and it's harder to recover the money back than using a real credit card that you would make a monthly payment for. So the big thing is you can also set your credit limit to be very low for online purchases if you wanted to. Some of the banks, and there's even a separate apps that you can download that will give you a one-time use credit card number, okay, just to kind of keep your main number safe. But do realize that you can be as safe as you want, you can be as strict as you want about your number, but do realize that there are folks out there that will have software to try to guess what your credit card number is, okay? So do realize that as well. That can actually happen, okay? So you could be very safe and then you see some fraudulent charges on there. I also have my credit card set up so that I have the credit card app on my phone. So anytime anything is charged to that app, I immediately get a notification, which is kind of nice. So I'll hand someone my credit card, they'll charge it, immediately my phone goes zzz, and I look at it and it tells me how much they charged on my credit card, okay? The other good thing about that is a few years ago, I actually had it where it was early in the morning, heard and looked at it and it was a charge, looked at it and it was another charge, looked at another charge within about a 5-minute period, and come to find out it was someplace in another state, and I hadn't been there probably like a month ago. Contacted the credit card company and they even thanked me for letting me know so early about the fraudulent charges, canceled my card, and no charge to me, and they were actually going to send me they sent me a new credit card. So do realize that's a big recommendation too. You just usually install the app on your phone, and you can set that up too with most of them, I believe. Another thing to do is if you are concerned about buying stuff online using a credit card, well, you can actually just get a gift card. You want to go to Walmart, Target, Kroger, CVS, Walgreens, any of those places. They have the big kiosk there. You can pull out $20, put it down saying, hey, I want a gift card to Amazon or gift card to eBay. Most of those places have the main places, Kohl's. And do you realize as well, it may be that some of the deals that we're talking about could be online only. So what exactly does that mean? Well, that means that you'd actually want to get that deal. So you may have to make a purchase online instead of the store. So let's say Walmart or Target, do you realize that they have an online store and they also have a physical store too, like Kohl's? So it's a great way. Get a gift card. You can buy stuff online with that gift card, or you could spend it for money in the store too. Now, do you realize there are Visa, MasterCard gifts cards? Okay. Some of them, American Express as well. Some of them, you do have to pay money to put money on those because they're Visa. They're not specifically to those stores. So just realize that it may be a charge to recharge them or whatever, it's $5, $6. But then you do have a real Visa, MasterCard, or American Express card, okay? And online retailers don't know the difference of any of that, okay? Once you put the money on there, the money runs out, that's it. Now, the reason I mention all this is because in the past I've had some folks that were, has 3 E's in it for some reason. There's some folks that actually will have said, well, I'm worried about my credit card, worried about this, you know, and I go, okay, well, I'll give you a whole bunch of different options, and hopefully that will not hold you back from getting a good deal online and stuff, okay? Got some other information here, a few websites, and hopefully that'll help out and give you some really good information, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about knowing your rights, okay? And this is actually from the FTC.gov website, and I'll quote, in the United States, online purchases you make with a credit card are protected by the Federal Credit Billing Act, which limits your responsibility for fraudulent or erroneous charges to $50. Now, I'm just saying that that's what the law is. I don't believe that you'll be charged if a fraudulent charge comes up on a credit card somewhere. But the best thing to do to fight this is just keep an eye on your charges. If anything erroneous, call the credit card company, call your bank, and see what's going on. Okay. Do you realize that there are some companies that it won't actually tell what the company is? It only tells what their credit card credit card service company is. Okay. So you may have bought, something at an outside, farmer's market or something, and it says Square Services. You're like, well, what is that? But that's actually, Bob or Jill's credit card service. Okay. So do you realize that it may not have their name on it? You buy like gasoline at a Walmart, and it may say Murphy USA or something on it instead of Walmart gas. So do you realize that? Here's a lot of other websites here talking about fraudulent charges, disputing charges as well. Keeping yourself online. Here's the United States Computer Emergency Readiness Team websites on there. Another section for the consumer FTC.gov website. All right, so let's talk about scams a little bit here. All right, so let's look at, let's see, give me 1 second. All right, so the classic thing is, Grandma said, if it looks to be good to be true, it probably is, okay? So that's kind of a big note that we need to take with us, okay? So if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And there are some sites like QuidBids is one of them. It wants to keep helping me. So hold on a second. This is a pay-for auction site. So you pay per bid is basically what happens. So I won't exactly say that they're a scam, but basically if you don't win an item, you have had to pay money to bid on that item. So I don't recommend these, but you'll see a lot of TV ads for sites like this. Okay. You'll see a lot of stuff that says be aware of these. So I wouldn't recommend using these sites. There's ones like dealdash.com, stuff like that. Because if you don't win, then you're out of money. Some of these will actually allow you to buy the item full price. So even though it may seem like a great deal, if you don't win, you have spent money, sometimes up to 50 cents a bid. Okay, so do realize that. The Consumer Reports has a great website kind of discussing that, how they work, what it means when you're winning. So just basically be aware. Okay, definitely be aware of those sites. Another thing is to be aware of high shipping rates. Okay, so if you're about to make a purchase of something and all of a sudden its shipping rate is actually quite high, maybe even the item is cheaper. I personally have made a purchase on eBay once, many years ago. And one of the things that was the shipping rate was very high. The cost for it was electronic computer cord is what I was looking for. And the cost of it, the cord was actually very cheap. And comparing that to the other auctions on there, or excuse me, on the, buy now on there, one of the things was it actually came out to be cheaper. So I went for it. Got the cord. It did not work. I don't know if the person wanted to sell me a cord that didn't work or whatever, but their policy was that they did not pay, that they would refund their money, but they would not repay me for the shipping, and I had to ship it back to them. So basically it was going to cost me more money in the long run, basically to pay more money to get it shipped back. It just did not work out. So just do realize that can happen, so be aware of high shipping rates. Another great place to go is check out the FTC.gov website, talking about their actual blog that they have. They will talk about lots of different ways that you can avoid scams, kind of to-do list, how to avoid a scam. In general, 4 signs it's a scam, reporting scams to FTC, all that kind of good stuff. And if you scroll down here, keep going, they'll talk about all kinds of other scams that we talk about in other classes. But the big one here, this is their blog, so it's constantly updated. So you see that's pretty new, up to date. So when there's something new scam that comes out, you can come here and usually it's listed and you can actually learn about it as well. Big thing is to tell friends and family about scams because it'll be less likely they get scammed. All right, so let's talk about ways to avoid scams. Make sure you're buying it from a website that you know of. Okay. You can always check out the Better Business Bureau to see if they're on there. It's a bad list. You can even just do a general Google search with that address, the address's name on there. I've even found a few scam sites. It was on Facebook, them selling items on there. Just do a quick search with that address and you may find someone's popped up on like a consumer advocate site and said, well, those are scam sites, be aware of that. When you see something that seems too good to be true, it just kind of goes back to that. If you're going to make an online payment to a place and they do offer PayPal or Google Checkout, use those options because that gives you another layer in case something does happen in a weird way, something strange, it's not what you wanted, it's the wrong item, they overcharged you, whatever. You will then be able to have another advocate, which would be PayPal or Google Checkout. Contact Google or PayPal, let them know about the situation. Try to give out as little information as possible. A reputable online retailer will never need your social security number. Okay. And not sure, contact the seller, ask questions. I've had it where I was buying 2 items and I didn't know if they would fit together. It was that needed some special screws to make it work, the clamp thing to work. And I basically just called the 1-800 number that they had on their website. And basically I got the to talk to someone on the phone. And I go, will this fit into that? And they're like, yep, those are the right size. That'll all work. And I said, okay, I'm ready to make a purchase. And they said, well, we're just a helpline. You have to go back to the website, to buy something, and you buy it securely there. We don't take credit cards over the phone. I said, okay, well, good. And that actually made me feel better about the item. Bought it, came in the mail, worked great, no problems. And just like the person said, the two things fit together. So some of them do actually have numbers, and they're just kind of set up as like an ask how to help you, questions. All right, so let's talk about browser tabs a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, and you may see that I've already kind of used those a little bit, having different websites open. Okay. So basically the biggest thing on here, and if you're not familiar with this, now if you are doing if you are surfing the internet with, let's say, a tablet or a your cell phone, do realize that those web browsers have tabs as well. Okay, so if it's Safari or Google Chrome, one of the devices, they all have the tabs as well. So the big thing about the tabs is that you can have more than one window open at the same time. This kind of answers the question of when I say, hey, let's open up another window. Let's see if we can find, some free shipping or something. Now, I personally have made a purchase. I don't know, it's been about 2 years ago now. And it wasn't too much, but it was a good price purchase. And I basically was checking out, and at the very, very end, it actually popped up and said, hey, do you have a coupon? Oh, it's one of those, do you have a coupon code? And I went, oh, I didn't know y'all did coupon codes. So I probably spent 5 to 10 minutes. I opened it up a new tab. I went to and just searched Google at the time for coupon code with that website's name, and a whole bunch of them came right up. Tried the first one, copied it, pasted it into the site, and I hit submit, or excuse me, update, and it said not currently, this promotion is not currently available. I said okay, and it was something like 20% off. I was like, oh man, oh. So I went back and I actually found another one that said 15% off, put that one in there, and it accepted it. So I actually got 15% off my purchase. It was a great idea to do that and save me some money. And there you go. Just by saying, oh, I didn't realize y'all took coupons. And so I went ahead and was able to do that. That was one of those where, believe it or not, I was looking for an item on Amazon, and I kept popping up. It had plenty of information on there, but for whatever reason, I did a Google search, and the manufacturer's website popped up and actually had that on there, and their price it had a sale versus Amazon. So I actually purchased those items not from... they were actually offering, if I spent something like $35, I get free shipping and handling. And the item, I didn't really care when it came. It was just ground shipping. I got it in about a week or so. It wasn't an emergency. But 15% off that, so I even got a fantastic deal. It was great. So sometimes the manufacturer website does have good deals on it. So just be aware of that too. But this tab system allows you to have more than open at one time. So do realize and definitely use that feature so you can go back and check and see what else is available. All right, so let's talk about doing a product search. And because we are in November, our Cnet holiday gift guides and our good housekeeping gift guides should be up and working now. So let's go ahead and let's talk about some of our gift guides. And we're actually having our gift guide tomorrow for holiday stuff. So come join me for that. All right. So here is Cnet. And let's get let's make sure this one works. It's funny because some of these websites, they just have a standard page address. There we go. Perfect. 2020. And this until, you know, August, it'll still say like 2019 on it. And then right around the time we almost get to the middle, or it'll switch over. And so it means it's a link that I can keep posting, but then they immediately update it too, which is great. So these are two great gift guides here. Another thing is, and I don't want to stress it too much, but if you go to like Amazon, if I go to Amazon and kind of type in what you're looking for, okay? So if you type in, you know, well, let's look and see here. I'll do that in a separate browser because I don't want it just to give me suggestions it's done in the past. So let's say I do Amazon, and we'll just say, you know, you just say, let's see, college, student, you know, gifts or something. It'll actually pop up. So they do have a little bit of a gift guide. Excuse me. They do have some gift guide ideas on here. Maybe a backpack. Maybe just sending someone some snacks in the mail. Some fun stuff. Here's a burrito blanket. Some tools, some lists, coffee mugs, laptops, you know, laptop holder. All kinds of kind of fun stuff you may not even really thought about, satchels, you know, specifically. So usually you can type in, you know, just kind of brief description about what kind of the person that you're looking for, and usually it'll pop up and give some ideas, okay? So the Amazon can be a great place to look for gift ideas. Big one here is like if you're looking for a price, something like stuff that's under $30, then you can go here and it'll start listing some of the stuff. This is Cnet, so usually you can click and see a really good review about the different items. So stuff for the cord cutting and the gift ideas we talk about. Maybe you want to get them something that's for cord cutting or something. Maybe like a Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, whichever you prefer. Yeah, that's a good bargain right there. A skillet with lines. So it'd be like cooking outside on the grill somewhere, or hot fire. There's our Roku. By the way, that's the one I do recommend, is the Roku for cord cutting. It seems to be the easiest. Here's a little Waze camera. Recommend that. That's a great thing. If you do have a Amazon product with the Alexa on it, then you could do some of the power plug stuff. It seems that that's the easiest. And battery packs, can't beat that. Somebody uses computer stuff, student, there you go, flash drives. All kinds of great ideas. Let me go back up to the top here. If we go back, you can see that they've broken it up in different categories, age groups, okay, what kind of fandom do they have. Here's like bookworm stuff. Here's the e-readers, which I'll talk more about tomorrow. The Kindle, Amazon Kindle, which usually right about now we can find a really good price on it. So we might actually play around with that one real quick. So if I go to, well, we'll talk about their deals in just a minute here. So basically the big thing is we want to talk about the online stores. So these are all great places that are recommended, and we'll go to their deals in just a second here too. So if we go to, like, let's say eBay, we can actually come into here. We'll talk about their daily deals in just a second, but you can actually do a search, product search, and do realize, and I won't go into it too much because we have a class next week, but let's just say laptop. You can actually choose if you want it to be in, where's my thing here? If you want it to be an auction or if you want it to be a buy it now. So just remember, eBay doesn't always have to be an auction form. If you don't like that, you could actually set it to the buy it now, and that's the price is the price. Click it right now. You can buy, whatever the item is, okay? Big thing about eBay is always read the details. Apparently, it'll always hit the news when something really big device comes out. I think they were talking about a PlayStation 5 was sold a few days ago for $400, but it was just a box. It was an empty box someone was selling on eBay, and someone did not read the description well. So be aware of that. So we're actually going to be doing our search, talking about our price comparison sites. So let's go ahead and let's talk about, you can do some general searching in Google and stuff, but let's go ahead and let's pull it up. Doing our Google shopping makes it pretty easy. So it'll tell deals on it here if you go to the base site, okay? All kinds of stuff, electronics, everything. The best thing to do is to actually have a model number for what you're looking for. Of course, these also has some good, ideas, just kind of browsing through the different sections as well. What's trending? That's really interesting. Okay, so if I go up to our general search, so we actually have our categories here. We've got our GoPro. Let's talk about that. So if you search Google, our GoPro will pop up, and the best part about it is this actually allows us to search for the price of a whole bunch of different comparative sites all at the same time, okay? Now, I will tell you this, sometimes the name will actually get a little bit mixed up with the accessories. So if something seems like it's a really cheap price, it may be because the accessory is what actually you have found. I'll say that. So basically what we would do is we'd find the product that we're looking for, okay? Go here and let's say compare the prices of different sites. It'll actually pop up from the actual GoPro company. There you go. They may be having some kind of sale. Some of these more manufacturer companies are starting to really understand about free shipping. So almost to the point of you want to make sure that you do check the manufacturer site, because they might be having a really good deal, a really good sale. Now, if it's a laptop or something, the really good part about that is that because they are the manufacturer, a lot of the times you can customize it versus going into Best Buy or Walmart or Target or someplace, and it's like, well, these are the laptops we have. They may have some differences, but this is really it, where if you go to the manufacturer, you can be more specific about you want more hard drive space, of course, then they can upgrade the different parts of it too. So just be aware of that. So especially for like gamers or someone that just wants a specific, model of laptop or something. So $2.99 here. Oh, here's a company doing used. Now, this is my big point here with this. So we may actually see some websites that we're not familiar with. Grooves Inc. I don't know them. Never heard of them before. Now, usually there's one that's labeled in here a lot of the time, and we'll see it's like PH Photos. And that company has been around for a very long time. And someone may have not heard of them. I've heard of them before, and I'd be happy to buy something for them if it was, the right price and everything. So I have no qualms about that. So how do you make sure that it's good? Well, you can actually see their positive rating. So Roberts Camera, never heard of Roberts Camera, but it's got 98% positive rating of 3,000 votes. So I probably would feel very comfortable with that company. Have to just kind of check it out a little bit. Okay. Here's one that's smaller, Tri-State Camera, 570 votes, 93% positive. That's good. Groove Inc. does not have a good reputation. Look at that. It does not. Okay. It actually looks like, except for this used one, the actual GoPro may be the best place to make a purchase of this model, maybe. So if we go back, and if we go back up here, I think that's an accessory, not the actual model here. We'll have to see. So I'm actually going to click here. And did you see it opened up another tab for me? So my other tab is still there. Okay. Yeah, this is actually the case. This is a case they're trying to sell. So it's not very accurate about that being that. But here's the Best Buy. You see. SSE Photo. Google Guarantee. There you go right there. So even though I am at Google, of course, I am searching other websites too. Tri-State Camera, Google Guarantee. Camp Saver, there's B&H. This is the company I was talking about earlier. Happy to make a purchase from them. Going to include a free microfiber to clean off the camera. This one's refurbished. So this is Newegg. So let's check that out. Okay. Okay. So it's actually popping up here. Oh, they actually have a special thing. So Newegg does have this a refurbished model for $270. So you'll just have to see what your budget is, and if there is something wrong with it, of course, they would take care of it as well. And this is Newegg. This is a very well-known website. Okay. So it depends on what your budget is and also who you're buying something for. Maybe you want something new, unless it was for yourself, and then you go, well, I can get a good deal on that. Ah, Green Toe. Let's see. Ah, okay, so they're adding $25 tax. Okay. That's the full on. Okay. Oh, that still does have estimated tax for the Best Buy. But anyway, it gives you more options there. Okay, so let's keep going. So using the price comparison sites like Google, of course, Price Grabber, Shopzilla, or anything. Let's see. I think this is the... iPad Mini, $399, $389. Let's see, compare our prices here. So Best Buy has $399. It's like Verizon's trying to make a deal. There you go. They've had a price drop. B&H Photo. Boom. It's like one of your better deals right there. Like I said, I've made purchases from them before. They may not be well known, but they're a very good company. Alright, so someone wanted one of these really bad. That would be a good recommendation right there. Let's see. 7. All right, so 380 is what we have. Okay, that looks pretty good. 380. Okay. All right, so probably our best deal on that. Just something classic right here to look up. All kinds of different monopolies. Walmart, $10. There you go. Target has it a little bit different. I have to check on to see if that's a different price. I mean, different item. All right, so just kind of give you a little bit of taste of all that. So let's keep going. Any questions so far? All right, so let's talk about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So we talked about our search sites. So basically this year, as we know, Thanksgiving is the 26th. So what's the day after Thanksgiving? Friday the 27th. There you go. So that's Black Friday this year. Okay. Now some of the places I've heard they're offering kind of Black Friday all the time for this month. And remember, Black Friday is actually a very positive name. It's what a company, it's an accounting term. Red is bad, black is good. So if you're in the red, you owe money. If you're in the black, you've made money. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll do the, there we go. So this is blackfriday.com. They will usually have most of the sales papers, if not all of them. Here's like Walmart's. Here's other Black Friday, Macy's. And there's certain things like these, the Instant Pot. If you don't have an Instant Pot, really recommend the Instant Pot. Really do recommend the name brand Instant Pot one to get. But fantastic product. It will cook food faster. There's even GameStop on there. Let's see. See all ads scanned. It's what they call doorbusters. And And then they actually have the it all categorized right here. All right, so let's go back because our main ones is what we want to look at. So let's look at Walmart first. Where'd it go? There's Best Buy. Since I did mention Best Buy, let's look at Best Buys. It kind of shows me a little bit of a preview here. Now, do realize that some of these places, the deal that they may show on here is because they actually may only have a few of those, okay? So if it seems like a super, super deal, you want to make sure that if you do get there to have kind of a backup deal, or they may say they have one that's similar, because the doorbusters are kind of to get you in the door. Showing off TVs, I guess, mostly in this one. Okay, so I guess that's a let's see. There he goes. There's early. That looks like it's mostly just TVs. So this one shows TVs. Is this a hover for details? What is that? We've got our cell phones on there. Headphones. It's one of the things in the list. It's a good recommendation for a gift. There's the Bose wireless noise canceling one. It's very popular. Surround sound. There's the iRobot to Roomba. So lots of interesting things. There's what those things they call a hoverboard. They've got toys. Oh, that's 2019. So be aware of that too. That can actually happen. You're looking at the wrong sales paper somewhere. All right, let's look at Target. And some things, the excitement is basically that it's in stock. Things like a Nintendo Switch or something. Here's the Amazon Fire Stick. These Echoes are really great item too. Oh, I think I saw something. Let's see, those tile mates. Games and movies and all kind of stuff on sale here too. watches and cell phones. Buy two, get one free, music, all kinds of stuff. And books. I don't see anything that says specifically, but there you go. Shop Friday deals at Target.com. Then we have our paper right here to look at as well. All right, so let's go back to Black Friday. So this kind of gives you an idea. Oh, look, there's our countdown clock. There you go, right there. There's Macy's and Lowe's. Let's see. All kinds of stuff popping up here. And then the Walmart one as well. So hopefully so far you've gotten some good ideas on some stuff to get. I guess the details, the circles just kind of like you click it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And there's a Roku. I don't think this is the one that turns the volume up and down, which is the one I actually recommend. And then there's your sales price. I mean your times. Okay, so we're just kind of getting a good idea of what is out and what will be available during the Black Friday stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead to our next part. Let's talk about our Retailmenot Black Friday stuff. Now, Retailmenot's a great website to go to look for your coupons, free shipping, or something like that. That's what we usually kind of think of, but this kind of lets you get ahead of some of it. Home Depot, Kohl's, there's your Macy's right there. Now, do all these coupons work? No. You may have to figure out which ones work and which ones don't. And not to worry if you're about to check out and it says, what's your coupon code? And you say, well, I don't have one. Let me go see if I can find one. You go find one. It'll wait on you. You put it in, and if it says, no, that's not one or that's expired, then just try to find another one. Okay? The best advice I can tell you about deals is if you feel like something's a good deal, then go for it. Okay? Is it what you need? Is it what you want? All right. So, and it also looks like it has the sales papers here as well, which is good. Ooh, it's an ad overview. All right, lots of interesting items. All right, so let's go ahead. And we did kind of talk about the Cnet holiday gift guide already. Now let's talk about what Cyber Monday is. Okay, so Cyber Monday is the Monday after Black Friday. This is supposed to be where a lot of the online retailers start putting stuff out there. I feel like this year it'll probably be more like a lot of these places will just have sales, kind of throughout. But some of these places, and Amazon's one of those, will actually have items that have a countdown clock on them, but after their for them to expire. Okay. I don't know. It was about 2 years ago or so. I was searching for something on Amazon, and it actually popped up and said, "Hey, there's going to be a sale on this item in 2 days," and it's a 4-hour sale, and it was about 2/3 less. No, it was about 1/3 less of what the price originally was, or what I'm looking at then. I was like, well, okay, well, I'll wait. And came in, was able to make the purchase, and I would not have known that if it hadn't popped up just by generally using Amazon. Okay. All right, now let's talk about some of their daily deals or time deals or today's deals. All right, so if we go up here to holiday deals, show us some stuff. I've even seen where they actually have almost like a QVC going on. Someone, trying on, clothes or showing how an item works. Of course, you can scroll through. Yeah, there you go. So someone's trying on some clothes or something. And it almost is kind of like a QVC item. Oh, it says it's previously live. That means it's not live right now. So you scroll down, you can see a whole bunch of different items on here that are on sale. Okay. Bestsellers, interesting. Where is, let's see. Gift cards. Top brands, deals you're watching. See, upcoming deals. Here we go. So our upcoming deals. So if I click one, it should actually tell us, let's see. See, where is it on here? Ring, starts view. Okay, so here's your countdown ones. So these are deals that are time limited or time sensitive, okay? So it says this deal starts for me in 20 minutes. It looks like they just dropped it $8. Okay. So we can look and see this one's 30 minutes. It's coming up. Kind of give you some ideas, good deals on stuff they're selling usual, and then the time comes up. So how long some of these deals go for? It depends. Okay. See, 40 minutes. Like a light. All kinds of great ideas, okay? Early Black Friday. There you go. Okay, so let's go back. Also, I wanted to look at the eBay ones. I still have eBay open. Just go up here and we basically choose, where are you, deals. And these are the deals that are similar to that. A lot of these do have like a countdown on them where they're like today's deals. Let's see. Let's see, does this have a countdown on it? Let's see, it's 10% off. Maybe these are just limited quantity deals. Okay, so there's your deals section. It kind of gives you a browse, but it really is telling you what sales that they have going on. All right, so let's go in and let's start talking about our price apps, okay? So one of them, I used to really like one that was called Red Laser, but now Shop Savvy is kind of taking its place because Red Laser doesn't exist anymore. I wish Red Laser did because I actually liked it better. But Shop Savvy is one of those. And its website, let me show that real quick. So this actually allows you to be like in the store. And it kind of goes along with what I'm going to talk about in just a second. So you're in the store, you pull this out, you can scan the barcode of the item, okay? And then it'll go online and also see if there's any of them that are on sale close to you. Oh, that's an article. On sale close to you, and see if there's any that's online as well, okay? Now, another thing is the Amazon and the eBay and Amazon app. It actually will allow you to be in the store, have an item, pick it up with the barcode on it. Now, and Walmart does have this too, but mostly that's like a price check for their store. Amazon, you pull the item out, scan the barcode for it, and then you can actually see if there is a better price on Amazon or if there's a better price on eBay. Remember, but eBay it'll show an auction price, and you may go like, oh, well, that's what you possibly could win it for. But remember, they also have the buy it now as well. That's mainly what you want to compare to a regular store. So if you have some time, and you might be able to get that item, that price it's possible, or maybe a little bit more, depending on how hot that item is. You could try eBay, but it will allow you to scan barcodes in the store to try to find, prices or whatever. Now the Flip app is fantastic for sales papers. Okay, so it also has a Black Friday section as well. So if you're trying to look at Black Friday stuff from mobile, probably best to download the Flip app and try that, and it may be a little bit easier to view some of those papers. Okay. Other thing it's really main to do is try to find deals on groceries. Stuff you find at some of those stores, because it'll have the sale paper in here kind of usual. And then you can tap them and it'll add it to like a shopping list that you have here. It also help out with some of the other loading digital coupons. I think the last time I checked, it didn't go with the Kroger card, but there's some other grocery stores that it does kind of go with. Now, do realize that many retail stores have their own app. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a minute too. Now, we kind of briefly talked about Retailmenot, just the specials that they have there. The specials, the coupons that they have there. Now, so if you go to the main place, big thing to do is you could type in the name of the website here and say free shipping code, which is a big one that people try to find on here. But there are ways that you can come here, click on something, and then that gives you the sale price. It forwards you to their website, and it gives you the sale price once you make a purchase, okay? Oh, there's Newegg right there. Ah. So maybe we could actually use, let's see. It's a little bit of a thing to jump through there. I don't know if I'm going to do that right now. But it does give you some options. Okay, so the other thing, if you're looking to print coupons, this actually does do digital coupons as well. One of the things is they do want to know what your cell phone number is so that they can text you coupons and stuff. So do realize that. And I believe that they have an app now. If not, they should. It would make things a lot easier with them. Here's Black Friday and coupon sales right there. Specifically for Black Friday. Some of these, if they're sponsored by the company, should be able to use them pretty easily. All right, so let's talk about some of our other daily deal sites like Living Social. And Groupon.com. Now, since there's not a ton of events right now, you may not notice as much stuff on here, but usually the Living Social, the Groupon.com are great places if you're traveling and you're like, I'm new to this area. I want to know if there's something, activity to do, or just looking for something interesting to do. Like you'll see there's places. Here's a Defy place. And mostly the Groupon deals this way. Let's say they say, we'll give you a $20 coupon for $10, or basically, half price, because they're trying to promote maybe a new, concert or something that's coming to town, or some kind of event, ice skating rink. They also have a lot of online stuff on here. Realize that as well. So they'll show local stuff. Place to go in Charleston. There's a local restaurant that looks really good. It's doing a gift card. Let's see, Pigeon Forge, which is kind of far away. But most of the time I can just go up here and let's say, type in our zip code. Pop in, and it'll talk about local events, like we don't really have any right now, of course. But that's usually what happens. And you can actually find some really great discounts. We had an ice skating ring that would come. I don't know if it's coming this year, but usually you can find a good sale for it on some of these either one of these. Okay, so they are kind of similar, as you can see, some of the things that they cover, especially the online stuff. But usually if one business is interested in doing it on one site, then they'll do it on the other site as well. Okay. One thing is, a lot of these purchases, like the gift cards or anything, let me click food or something, because food's usually the good one. So basically the big thing about that is it's like a discount. There you go. So basically there's $30 value for $19.50. These will have expiration dates on it, so do realize that. And let's see if it shows that on this one. But usually whatever the money you put into it, even if it expires, they'll usually let you use the code for that. Okay, that one's sold out, so that's why it's only showing that one. Okay, and anyway, so if it actually expires on it, usually you can still get your use of your money that you spent at that restaurant. Okay, so if I purchase this, whatever the time frame is, if it does expire, then I can usually get the $20 there at the restaurant anyway. Okay. We talked about the Amazon daily deals. Let's talk about some other ways to save money as well. Gas Buddy is a really good one. They actually have an app now. But basically the big thing is you come here, say find gas, type in a zip code, and then down here we'll talk about what the best price gas is in your area. Okay, some of these you may have to be part of a club, so there's your club. So just be aware that they will list kind of the club price. Okay. All right, so let's talk about some of our retailer coupons. All right, it's thinking about it. Come on. There you go. So the Kroger one is really great. Okay. Has lots of coupons on it. You can also see the sales paper on their app as well. They will actually have, let me go to the sales paper here. Weekly ad. And that's not the one I want, so hold on. So if you log in and sign up, one of the things you can do is when you have the app on your phone, it'll actually show some of the big savings like digital coupons. Now my little trick is this with the digital coupons. So you go into there, you don't want to have to spend time to add coupons or add the digital coupons to your account. if you go in there, usually it's listed on here. That's what I'm looking at right now. Hold on, I'm just looking. So basically, if you're in the store and you see a sign that says, here's a digital coupon, and it's giving information about how to find it. Here we go. Here's our digital coupons. If you're actually in the store, you see the sign, have the app on your phone, be logged in, of course. And then scan the barcode. What'll happen is it'll pop up and say, oh, this item has a digital coupon. Do you want to add it to your account? And you go, yes. And then you can just set the item right into your buggy, so you don't have to do a whole bunch of foreboding, trying to figure out exactly what to do in what you're going to do in the future. And may walk around there, and there you go. Barcode scan it. It'll pop up and say, hey, did you know that there's a coupon? You say, yes, add it to my account. And there you go. You'll have your digital coupon up and loaded. Okay. All right. So that's my big recommendation. Target has one. Walgreens has an app as well. Let's talk about food a little bit here. McDonald's has a fantastic app. With the app, you can also, if you want it, basically a very easy way, and of course being able to reorder stuff with one touch of a button. They also must say most McDonald's actually has an area that you can park, place an order over the app, and then they'll bring the items out to you when they're ready. Okay, very easy, very convenient. Basically, you pull up, you're not having to fight the drive-through. Gives you a nice leisure way of looking at everything on the menu. And I will tell you this, I found out just because of using it that it seems to be a whole lot more accurate when they bring your food out versus telling somebody in the drive-through, what you want them to do or whatever with the food. So being very specific, seems like they may have even a better checker before they bring the food out to make sure it's the way it should be. Okay. Also, they have Free Fry Friday, where as long as you don't use any digital coupons, they'll give you free fries. Okay, so do realize that. But great coupons on there, great deals, and it keeps track of stuff and will offer you great coupons. Chick-Fil-A is another one that's fantastic that way. It also allows a drive up and order system as well. And you can, let it keep your credit card information on there. And then when you do that, it actually will throw free food at you just by making a few purchases. It'll start giving you all kinds of stuff. You don't really have to know this point system too much. Just know that you tap the app and you figure out what kind of deals that they, have for you. So I'm actually going to pull mine up real quick. Also, Chili's has a great app that you can order food with, and it'll remember your order. You just say reorder and pull up, and it'll tell you how long the wait is. So if I actually pull up let's see. Oh, wow. It actually says that, I don't know why, it says the operator of the Chick-fil-A near me is actually offering me a free Chick-fil-A sandwich just because, and it says it expires on the 28th. So if I click rewards, it'll actually list those things, and I can just actually add them. If I go to redeem, it'll, like right now, I can get a free cookie, free ice cream, free medium drink. It lists a whole bunch of stuff on here. So usually about 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 times visiting Chick-fil-A without getting anything. You're scanning your points, and they also have, like I said, the drive-through, not drive-through, but a park and order, and they'll bring the food out to you too through the app. So makes it, if one of the big things is it being kind of hectic ordering stuff through the drive-through. I have family that seems to be can be hectic sometimes. Makes it very easy to order through the app. Like I say, Chick-Fil-A has a great one that does that. McDonald's has a great one that does that. And Chili's has a great way of doing that as well. And Chili's does have points back for coupons and stuff like that as well. Okay. Moe's has a big point system. Walmart used to have a really big pay through the app thing. I think they're coming up with a new system now. So I'm just kind of leaving that there for now. I'm not 100% sure what they're doing. Dollar General does do a great coupon program. I don't think it's on that. I don't think they have an app. I'll have to check that. Do they have an app now? Anyway, so they do lots of coupons on theirs. If you sign in, you know, the free account with them and everything. So adding items there, getting coupons, there you go. Spend 8, earn 2 on your next trip. So if you shop there, even just a little bit, it's a good idea to sign up for whatever clubs these places have, okay? You want to be in my club? Oh, he thinks that's kind of funny. He's like, no, I just want to buy something real quick. But a lot of the times they'll let you do it. Now, there have been some stores like, let's see, I was out of town. I had to go to like a Bilo or somewhere, and I actually don't have a card for them. That they actually, the lady thinks, she goes, okay, well, no problem. I'll just do a courtesy card scan. It's like, okay. So you still get the deals and everything from that. So just realize that a lot of the places don't have the idea of, oh, I can't shop there because I don't have a card there, or they'll offer you one, of course, but they may do a courtesy scan as well, so you don't have to do it. So we've actually covered a lot, haven't we, this afternoon? We talked a lot about shopping online safely, knowing your online rights. We talked about scams. We talked about browser tabs, product search and compare sites, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We talked about apps, online stores, gift ideas, coupon sites, daily deal sites, and retail apps as well. So we've actually covered a lot. So any final questions? As you kind of mulling over, if you have any questions for me, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about some of the other classes that we have coming up. So come join me tomorrow morning. We're going to be doing our Let's Make a Turkey Feather Catch game. Okay, a lot of fun. And then tomorrow afternoon, which kind of connects up with this class, we're going to be doing holiday gadget and gift ideas. So we'll go beyond some of the ideas that we covered today, kind of go into each category, give some good suggestions about some fun new stuff that's come out this year. That's a good idea. And of course, next week, we're only going to be doing 2 days of classes. On the 24th, we're going to be doing the eBay, Facebook Marketplace, internet buying and selling. Okay, so come join me for that. The 25th, we're going to be doing a back-to-back continuing our STEM coding with our Scratch, our Thanksgiving Scratch Let's Make a Turkey Feather Catch game, and Scratch Let's Draw and Animate a Turkey. We did that class earlier today, which was a lot of fun, and it was very funny and silly. Okay, and of course the 26th is Thanksgiving, so we'll be taking that day off and the rest of the month off as well. So look for our new schedule coming out for December. So remember, we do classes on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday. Please share our videos with friends and family members, and do recommend them coming to our classes when they're live. because, of course, then I can answer any questions that you have. On a side note, our libraries are open with limited services and hours. Curbside holds pickup is available. You can go to gchrl.org for details or call into the library with questions Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates. We're actually having a subscribe drive. If we get 100 people to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we get our own customized YouTube address, okay? Or you can search YouTube for GCHRL videos and our channel will pop right up. Okay, we've had a great afternoon. We have covered a lot of information. I hope you're getting excited about Thanksgiving and Black Friday and everything Cyber Monday. And I hope you find some great deals and stay safe as well. So hopefully I'll see you in the morning or I'll see you in another class. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a great afternoon and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.